Hello everyone, Omogonix here. So in this second episode of Halo Lore for Newbies, we're going to be going over how old Sergeant Johnson was before he died. So as you all know, he unfortunately died in Halo 3, which is really sad, but yeah. So I'm going to be making this video to see how old he was before he actually died. So yeah. Alright, so there are multiple sources that would claim that Sergeant Johnson is around 70 plus years old, and then there are some sources that claim that he's around 78 plus years old, For example, the Halo Wikia claims that he was born before 2474 and that he lived to be around 78 plus years old. So then you have the Halopedia, I'm pretty sure it's called, which claimed that he was born around 2477 to 2482 and lived to be around 70 to 75 years old. So yeah, like different sources and stuff, like the Halo Wikia and the Halopedia, they have different sorts of information, you know what I mean, and they don't have the exact age, because there has never actually been an exact age of how old Sergeant Johnson is, But to be honest, when I was actually doing some research on his age and found a bunch of sources saying that he was around 70 plus years old, I was blown away. What? How could he be over 70 years old? Because he's in such good condition for his age, and so yeah. All right. So I do have a few theories on how he could have lived to be that old and how he could still be in good condition. But first, let's just consider a couple of things, alright? So when you see someone who is around 70 to 80 years old in the modern day, in the 21st century, they can't really do much, because they're old and, they're near the state of dying, but yeah. And then consider what the life expectancy could be in 500 years, in the 2550s. It could be, around over 100, maybe even 120 years old. You never actually really know. But yeah, so maybe Sergeant Johnson could be considered young for his age. You never know what I mean, because life expectancy could be higher in the 2550s. You just never know, But yeah, that's just one of my thoughts on that. It could be the same. 78 years old could be considered old then. But yeah, you just never know. Alright. So now let's get into my first theory on how he could be in such very good condition at the age of around 70 to 80 years old. So yeah, my first theory is cryosleep. So as you know, cryosleep is a thing that the UNSC does, so basically, for example, you might go in a cryopod for 10 plus years, and then you could come out and still be the exact same age as you were before you went in, and you would still be in the condition that you were in before you had went in. So yeah. Alright, so yeah, that's just one of my theories on Sergeant Johnson's age, because, I mean, I don't even know if Sergeant Johnson has ever actually spent time in cryo sleep before, but I think that he has, because I think almost every single UNSC Marine, Spartan, would have at least spent a couple of years in cryo sleep before. So what I'm trying to get at is that maybe if you were to add up the years that Sergeant Johnson has spent in cryo sleep, then that would add up to his, age. So for example, if you were to take away those years that he spent in cryosleep, from his age, so say for example he was around 80 years old and he spent at least 10 years in cryosleep all up, you take that away and that would actually make his age 70 years old. So yeah, that's just an example. But yeah, so now my second theory is because of the fact that he was a Spartan-I. So in case you all don't know, Sergeant Johnson was a Spartan-I. Yes, I know, shocking. But yeah, so Spartan Johnson was actually a Spartan 1, and so basically what I'm trying to get at with this theory is that because of the augmentations that Spartans would need, say for example Master Chief when he entered the Spartan-I program, oh and also in case you haven't seen that video where I talk about John's early years in the Spartan-I program, be sure to watch that. That's my first ever episode of Halo Lore For Newbies. But anyways, back to this video. So yeah, basically what I'm trying to say is, with the Spartan augmentations that Sergeant Johnson would have gotten, that would have obviously like affected his physical condition and, you know, made him a lot stronger. I mean, look at Master Chief for example, you know, he's a Spartan 2, he obviously received augmentations, I think it was at the age of 14, which then gave him the physical physique of an 18-year-old, and, you know, I mean, he's like 40 to 50 years old, Master Chief is, so obviously, as you all know, he is like in like peak condition. Master Chief is for a 40 to 50 year old, you know, he is like in like really good condition. But yeah, and so basically what I'm trying to say with Sergeant Johnson is, because of the augmentations, you know, that would obviously like boost his peak condition, so obviously he would be like 80 years old and would still be going at it like he's a 30 or 40 year old. So yeah. Alright guys, so that's the end of this video. Those were just some theories on Spartan Johnson's age. So in conclusion, I think that he is around, say, I'm guessing that he's around 78 years old. So we're just going to say that he's around 75 to 80 years old, because that seems most likely to me. You know, so he was obviously born around in the 2400s, obviously, in the 2470s I think. So yeah, I think that's like most likely, and that's like the most realistic aspect we can go at looking at this. So yeah, so anyways guys, if you did enjoy this video, and if you did enjoy my two little theories on how his age could be the way it is, and how he's in such good condition for his age, then yeah, be sure to like and subscribe for more, because I will do more episodes of Halo Lore For Newbies. Also, I do make Halo 5 Forge creation reviews and stuff like that, you know, Halo 5 Forge videos, you know, all sorts of Halo videos, you know, because that's what I do on this channel. And also, sorry for not posting Turing test gameplay videos. I've been wanting to do those again, but yeah, I'm just really sorry about that. But yeah, guys, so again, that's the end of this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.